Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
What's going on, everybody?
We're back to talk Love is Blind. It's week 2, season 4 of Love is Blind. This is episode 6, 7, and 8. Check out our review of week 1, episodes 1 through 5. Also, make sure you're checking out our TikTok. There's a lot going on. We're doing additional coverage on there between the weekly reviews, so make sure you're subscribed there. Bri, I like to start these weekly reviews usually where we end. And I think where we ended was in a very sticky situation. Uh, Marshall and Jackie. We saw a few arguments throughout this week, and I really thought when he came back after the first major one that they came and had that breakthrough, right? But
Mm.
when he shows up to the birthday party alone and said we had another falling out, I was worried. I was even more worried when Mr. Steal Your Girl Josh walks in. What a scumbag. What a scumbag, right? Like that dude is
Mm.
just ick.
Yeah, he's the opposite of Trey Songz. That's the real Mr. Steal Your Girl.
I mean, listen, dude, like I know Marshall's not a confrontational guy, anything like that, but when he literally says Mr. Steal Your Girl and then calls him a bitch,
He was
I'm
trash.
I'm I'm causing a fucking problem, dude. I'm sorry. I'm causing a
Mm.
problem. What is like these shame on the producers there too, but Jackie and they said it like the girls did a really good job of diagnosing. They're like, or they were not. It was actually Brett, I think, more so. Like Brett, when he was talking with Brett, he was like, she's just used to this toxic love, right? Like, and
Yeah.
he talking about the physicality and how he's not like physical enough for her, and he's kind of indicated about being like rough and these things, and he's like, yo, like it's just not my vibe, but like that doesn't make me not a man. But like this dude Josh is exactly what she doesn't, like she claims that she doesn't want, and I'm very very worried about this one now.
Yeah, this one's done. I think it's
Like,
done. 100%. She's
yeah.
yeah, she was like getting like his I thought like remember when she was getting like emotional before like family was coming over and I was expecting it to be her family. Like that's why she's so worried. It's not even her family. Like I understand you could be emotional and nervous, but like his family was fine. Like I don't it's done. I think that one's done.
Yeah, she
100%
talked
done.
about taking care of her family. It's just no good. Like the fact that she's even entertaining him, like while your husband is there, man. Like I just don't get it. Again, I know the whole thing you got to realize. I guess when I keep saying this, is it is been only a few weeks, right? But if you're going to
Mhm.
accept the fact that you're engaged and be fully committed to this, like that dude shouldn't be getting a second look. Like the rest of the party is just like staring at this guy, like he's like literally like going to steal like something. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, it was the equivalent of Kwame and Micah at the pool, the first batch episodes. Like you just everyone's watching you. It just I don't know. I don't know how you don't notice it. Like she wasn't. I didn't see her drinking.
No. And also the stuff he's saying that Marshall was crying to everybody and that Marshall's fake. Like this dude is just like a villain. Like a straight
Mhm.
villain, but like she's just coming off as like unsympathetic right now. Like I was very sympathetic until this episode, until episode 8. Like I was pro her last week. I was pro the relationship, even the argument, misunderstanding, vibing each other out, hug it out. But then what, a couple days later, a week later, that this is when it's happening, like
Yeah, I think he's got to bounce.
DED dead.
Hundred
DED
percent,
dead.
100% dead.
Talk about coming from the dead though. We have Zach and Bliss. Zach and Bliss had the initial meeting in the beginning of episode 6. You could tell she was vibing on him from the beginning, but understandably a little upset. They've talked about it through a few of the dates about how look, it's going to be hard to like forget that completely, but they end up like fighting through it. They go on the boat and get engaged, Brian. So I am happy for him. Shame on you people, by the way. Like again, like unless he turns out to be some serial killer later on, we don't know about. That poll I'm running on the aforementioned TikTok, you guys can find it. I just threw out is Zach weird, and it's like 60-40 yes. And I'm wondering now, like if I reran the poll, how it would be now.
I think it might be the same, man. Just
Oh God.
because I just I don't know. If obviously we don't flirt with dudes, so I don't know like if there's something that he does that we don't like are picking up on that like girls wouldn't like. And
I
maybe
thought
that's the
Micah came.
stripper comment that I really think that like just the way he approached a lot of the girls, at least to what we saw, I think that was like what I saw a lot of people saying in the comments as well. But I
No.
kind of want her to say no. I don't think she should have done this. It's your rule. Like you're second, you should walk away.
Yeah. We're gonna get into that in a second here. I just want to kind of run through the couples quick, and then we're gonna give our predictions obviously before next week, right? Is
Yeah.
it final week completely next week, or do they stretch
I think
one
it is.
more?
I think it is. I think it is.
Okay. Actually, we can look on Netflix. It'll tell us.
Yeah, will
Actually.
tell us, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, if we're wrong, we're wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the end.
Yeah. Kwame and our girl, what's it? Shannon?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. There's two Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea with Micah. We'll get to that part. Uh I don't know. Kwame's kind of an F boy. Like,
Yeah.
he's not terrible, terrible. He is being honest, but like the stuff about like she's like, how do you feel like say the next 3 years, say like we have a kid. I feel like that's a pretty reasonable time frame to throw out there. And he's like talking about traveling and partying, and the two of them doing all this, and she's like, yeah, I don't want to do that for that long. That's like not. I'm starting to feel the trepidation. Like first it was about Micah, right now it's like lifestyle. I don't know. That one to me feels weird. I don't know if that one lasts either.
Now, the fact that he's also from Portland is, God, would that blow your mind a little bit? Like, 3 hour drive. The net to cast for this city must have been huge.
Did
It's
he
across
lie?
state lines.
Did he lie? Like,
I don't know. I just that's crazy to me. Like, he's like, I
yeah,
don't want to leave Portland. It's like, well, I thought like the whole point of this show is like it follows my rules. Like, you need to be in the same area logistically to make this make sense.
so what you're
And
saying is when they move out of this place, even if you guys get married, you're going back to Portland? Get out of here, dude.
yeah, just he's like, I love my view, and it's like a highway overpass. I don't know. I just he reminds me of Bartiz a little
Very
bit, and
Bartiz.
like I don't remember what the guy's name was on F Boy Island, but I get where he's definitely given those vibes. Like I don't think he's always telling the truth. And his mom like doesn't even
His
didn't
mom
even have
won't
any of
even.
her dialogue
She
on
won't
this.
even stay on the phone.
Why the fact that they cut it all makes me it must have been bad. So
The fact that he wouldn't.
she
Oh
signed off.
yeah,
She didn't
yeah,
sign
that they
off on
didn't
it.
play any of
Yeah.
it, like
She's like, I
any
don't
of it
want to be
out
on the
loud.
show. So I think it's
She
I
definitely
think
didn't
right
give
there.
permission to like have her voice or anything on there.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna be done, unfortunately. I just think they could have just done a couple trades here. I know it sounds terrible,
I
but like
know. I said that wife
some of
swap.
if they did a little bit of like maneuvering of the like couples, I think it actually would have been better. Like he should have went with Micah, honestly. Like he really should have.
I agree. I don't think Chelsea had a match there.
Nah, yeah, unfortunately, I think she's a casualty, but I just don't. It's not going to work.
It doesn't work for everybody. That's why they get 30 people in the pods, because they need to try to hopefully get 4 or 5 matches.
Right.
You know what I mean? Really.
Right.
I don't really feel like we need to talk about Brett and Jackie
Tiffany.
too much.
Tiffany.
I'm so bad with the names this week. Well, I have all these notes. I'm so horrible. They're really cool. They're dope. He's funny. Bougie Brett is a
Yeah.
funny nickname. His sneakers and his like gadgets and like his $1,200 luggage.
Would you buy $1,200 luggage?
Never.
No, me either. You get to beat around, man.
They're gonna get it's gonna get lost at some point. Luggage can get lost, so you may never get it back. Like,
well, yeah. And have you seen how they load an airplane? They don't like treat. They just throw that stuff in there.
yeah, unless it's literally like military made. Like, I don't trust
It's
anything
bulletproof or something or
like,
fireproof.
yeah, Kevlar case. Like, it's gonna get dented. Like, sorry, it's just
Yeah, but I like them. I think they're the leaders in the clubhouse.
oh,
They're
obviously
gonna throw like a wrench in us next week, but
no.
from what we've seen, and we haven't looked anything up from what we've seen in these 8 episodes, I don't know how you can say they're not gonna work.
No, I agree. I completely agree. We did mention Micah a little bit, specifically with the Micah and Paul stuff. I really wanted to just talk about the friends.
Awful.
Every
Really
season we get some drunk group of friends, usually the girls, who gang up on one of the guys and they get very protective. And this happened with the girl Chelsea, who was the friend of Micah, told Chelsea to her face, 100% I'm not with it, when Paul was basically saying after she told him that like she's broken up a bunch of relationships for her, he's like, all right, well, good thing I don't really care what you think. It's
Yeah, I mean, what is he supposed to say?
well, then I
I
better be on
mean,
my best behavior.
right? Like he doesn't know you. He barely knows Micah. I mean, that was she just. I felt like it was a lot of TV. Like the cameras in my face thing. Like that
And
was like
they
a
were
badge of
drunk.
honor. Like that was a badge of honor. Like, oh, I've broken up a lot of the guys, and it's like, okay, Chelsea.
It also just felt like she was just piss drunk and like
Yeah,
they took advantage of that situation, which again, I don't really blame them. It was funny. Uh, all right, let's do it, Bry. Let's pick what happens here. So safe, we said Brett and Tiffany, right? Like that's pretty easy.
yeah, I think they're safe.
Bliss and Zach, I think are safe as well.
I
I
don't know,
do.
man. I don't
I
know.
do.
I might have to disagree with you for next week's preview. What we saw, I don't know if I'm gonna
Okay.
stay safe.
So we're split there. I'm gonna go safe. Um, Paul and Micah.
I don't. I think they're not gonna make it. She's splitting time machine in Arizona. Like what is the I don't get this. She didn't want to live in his apartment. Now she does. Her friend gave her like the red card. Like
Man,
no.
yeah, you know what? Screw it. They're done. There, I could. That's my like one. Not saying they should stay together, but I could see it happening. Them staying together. I think Chelsea and Kwame, no shot, in my
Yeah. Well,
opinion.
going back to the Paul Micah, I don't think we've seen the last of Irina either. Like they definitely tabled that to like make us think, and then like she'll probably pop back up in episode 10 or something to like throw a little more doubt.
God, please, no. Like, no, no, no. I don't need any more of those. She's the sour puss of all sour pusses. Like, I just don't need it anymore. Um, okay. What about who am I missing then?
Well, I'm gonna say Chelsea and Micah or Chelsea and Kwame. I don't think they're gonna make it either.
No, no shot.
More on Kwame
Oh, Jackie and
Marshall.
Marshall, no shot. Zero.
Yeah, no, they're definitely done.
So what we're saying, I'm saying two safe. You're saying only one definite safe, maybe two though.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say one. I think that only
Wow.
Brett and
Bloodbath.
Tiffany for me. I just don't like some of the combos that are and the situations that a lot of these people got in this week.
I
Just
don't
don't
either,
feel good about
but
it.
I do think they want us to cast some doubt. So I'm going to go with two again. And I think Micah, that is the wild card swing vote, but more than likely that they're done. Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you guys think, who you guys think are going to make it, not make it. Is what you thought about this week compared to last week. Check out everything else we're covering on the channel, everything reality TV, not just Netflix stuff, things from ABC, things from Lifetime, TLC, USA, you name it, we cover it. But check us out here, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. But until next week of Love is Blind, thank you. Peace.